Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Hi.
Oh my God.
I'm so great.
Oh,
I'm Aisha.
God.
I'm with Eric and Mitch. Everybody's interrupting my beautiful intro I'm doing, but first and foremost, how are you?
How come it's not split screen? Yeah. Get your text. Get your text history off.
Rattled, Eric.
Did you not see that, Aisha?
No, I missed it.
Well, okay, that's why we were interrupting your beautiful intro. Mac was exposing his text history.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It was just pics from Rye.
It's just it's just new. It's just like Rye Benjamin AI fake pictures. He was asking ChatGPT to make AI pictures.
Yeah. Honestly, that's worth the gallons of water.
Yeah. How's your day been going?
Day's been going great. I have been riding an absolute cortisol wave since the 1500 this morning. The day has gone by so fast. We've had so much track news. I can't believe we're already back on the mic. Like, what is going on? What's going on? How are you?
What'd you think about that 1500?
It was incredible. It was so unpredictable. I, for the record, do want to state that I very much almost had another really great bet going on that white bet.
You very much almost.
Very much almost. No,
we said Jake for that would be a good bet. His odds were very. Vegas didn't think he could do it, so we were saying ride with Jake. Would have been another solid bet if you're into betting, but you don't bet. So it would have been a really good bet for you.
Would have, but wow, what a redemption story! I'm so happy for the guy. I was welling up on the bus home reading an article just about the journey that he's been on with his injuries and with leaving his dad as his coach and just all of these things that he's been through. And you just never see stuff like this happen to someone at age 31 in the absolute height of an event. It's really special. And these moments are what tell people to keep going when they're, on the Alter G for so long or down in the dumps and really struggling. I mean, similar with Jordy Beamish, it's such a gift to have these redemptive arcs in our sport. It's not something you see every day. So really exciting. I mean, Nader out of nowhere. Incredible, just incredible day. Sad to see Josh go. He didn't look like himself from the first step of the race today. So that was a bummer, but I mean, overall, so exciting. Like the unpredictability of the championships on the men's side is so fun. It's truly so fun to watch.
Yeah, Mitch just showed me this video of Jeff, Jake's dad, in the mix zone with him after the race, and it was. I was kind of at breakfast, like almost tearing, like welling up myself. I was like, what a cool moment to be able to share that with your dad in that kind of setting. It's like something that nobody really, I mean, I don't understand. I wouldn't experience like that. No one really gets to experience stuff like that, and to have it on video is such a cool thing. I'll have that moment forever.
So special. What did you think? I mean, you were in the stadium watching it.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible. I mean, to your point, it just looked like Josh's tactics were so obscure from the beginning. So I'm unsurprised that he did have an injury because he just kind of got he almost got bullied in the pack, which you never see from him. So I was surprised in that. And then obviously when it came out that it was his calf, I wasn't as surprised. But it was just an incredible race to watch, even in terms of tactically. And I feel like we're sort of beating a dead horse in terms of the conditions here and how difficult it is. But given the state of the way these races have been playing out, I was really fascinated to see how it went. And then Timmy moves and you're like, oh, is this Timmy of old? Is he going to string this field out over the last 300? And then I thought maybe Laros was going to have the fresh legs. And then he looks absolutely shot with 100 meters to go. And then, Nader, like I said last night, I'm sure this guy has an incredible story as well, because this is his second final and now he gets the gold. And obviously all the emotions, I think, for most people, maybe in Western athletics, goes to Jake, because that's probably a story that we follow a lot closer. But it's exciting to see this 1, 2, 3 punch at these majors always be different. And it keeps things entertaining and it keeps things interesting, and it makes every pundit have to go do their homework and actually roll deep in the European season and take a bit more note of what these guys are doing, because on any given day, in any given moment, clearly anybody can win. So it was pretty exciting, but admittedly, I was riding hard on our boy Jake. And I know there are a lot of people in the mix zone around me, because there's a lot of British broadcasters here who were riding the same bet. But just an incredible sort of final, and it was a spectacle.
It's wild that, I mean, was just surprising last night, and thoughts about it this morning. The fact that Laros didn't even make the podium, I think, it just shows you how unpredictable this event is. I'm sure that if they were like the NCAA March Madness brackets for track and field, everybody would have Laros at least somewhere, right? Most people would have had him for the gold, right? He's just had such an impressive last part of the season, riding into this championships. What did he even end up? He was fifth. You're seeing it a lot. A lot of athletes just don't have the pop on come the final, come the last kick, whether it's the conditions, whether it's just the part of the year we're at. I'm sure it's a combination of all of it, but they're not looking great. But yeah, to see Laros not make it, Kerr not be on there, this podium is. And again, happy for Jake, but we're all just a bit surprised that the other favorites weren't there. But yeah, great day on the track. Big day today. We've got Sydney. I mean, obviously we got Sydney. I think that's the race, and then we've got some great semis. But yeah, Sydney will be the all eyes on Sydney tonight.
How fast do you think she can run?
I mean, so she ran 48, what was it, 48.3, just 48.29. Is that what it ended up being? 48.29 in the semi. So it's like, okay, faster than that, you'd hope, because of just how she looked and the way she ran that. And she's always like, Sydney is always smart in the sense that, you see an athlete like, who's maybe not as experienced, like Ja'Cory Patterson in the men's 400. He runs 43.8, 43.9 in his opening round. Like Sydney always gets faster each round. Sydney, like there's not going to be a slow down.
Miscalculation.
Miscalculation, yeah. Like she's always knows how to measure herself going into a final. No matter how fast she runs the rounds before, she just gets faster. So it's just how fast. How much faster? Do I think she's gonna? I bet it'll probably be right around 48. If I could, like,
you think there's any world she goes sub?
Absolutely, there's a world she goes sub. I think.
What would that make her? The third woman in history to go sub?
I just think that's probably the good over under.
Yeah.
It's obviously we all say, oh, world record as soon as she runs 48.3 that easily. I mean, she really did shut it down. It wasn't like she came through and it's like, yeah, she looked relaxed, but she ran through the line. No, she genuinely did shut it down, 20 meters out.
Yeah.
So I think 48, sub 48, absolutely a possibility. And it's just kind and how much faster she can go from her semi. But actually, this is a good Aisha. What does your best friends at FanDuel say? What are her odds? They don't do times.
I'm not seeing.
They should.
Yeah, they should have.
They're not. I'm not seeing times. They should. Yeah, that would really be exciting.
We'll take that into our next meeting with them.
Yeah, to win, they have her at minus 900.
Okay.
We have not yet talked about the penis measuring. I'm at Emma Coburn's house, filming.
I was about to say, I'm like, is somebody there with you?
Yeah, there was a lurker in the doorway. This is,
like,
now
someone in the doorway is like talking about penises.
Yeah, this has really been a topic of conversation in the amongst the team boss women of the dick measuring contest. And
wow,
prove it. Like we would like to see some receipts. I don't know. So yeah, this is taking women's chats by storm. We love it. We're excited about it. We think this is what we've needed all along.
Yes, this will get track and field to the next level. It is fun to see. Besides their penises, it's fun to see them have like a great sense of humor and just kind of they're not uptight, right? Like they're having fun. They're clear, like they're such good rivals, and they have such a good back and forth. It's fun they're not like enemies.
No, which is so great. I love the enemies thing. I do. I love all sorts of drama. And this is sort of true with the pole vault too. I saw something on social that all the pole vault guys went out singing karaoke together to celebrate. And they're like talking about what everyone's karaoke song was. And it was just so cute. Like you spend so much time on the road traveling to all of these countries, and you're living in a hotel and you're living out of suitcases and you're away from family. And I think the kinship built in these competitions is really fun to see.
Mate, those pole vault guys genuinely love each other. Actually, I think a group of them are going to Mondo's wedding. They are very, very close.
Cute.
I heard that there was I don't know what you call it. In Australia, we call them goon bags, which is like the bag of wine. What do you call them in America? Do you have
I think just a bag of wine.
It's literally like a sack of wine.
Like Franzia. It's just wine in a bag.
Franzia, yeah. Slap the bag.
Yeah, slap the bag. I heard they were slapping that bag at 4 a.m. Mondo was holding the bag. Apparently, it got a little sexual at some point. Some people were really slapping that bag. So they were having a great time. I heard that Iris got played 5 times in a row.
Iris?
Bop, unfortunately, was not on the karaoke jukebox, which did get requested. But those guys they actually love each other. I know. It's a shame that it's not on there. Like, ridiculous that it hasn't made it onto a karaoke machine yet. But they I do like it. I like that they take the piss out of each other a lot as well. It's very funny.
Iris 4 times in a row is
4 times in a row.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Goon bag. That's what.
So
we're calling them goon bags.
I love how we just don't have
Australians
fun names
have
like that
better
in America.
words for everything.
Yeah, you guys need to step it up. You need to get a bit more creative.
Better in Australia. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Thanks, Aisha.
Yeah.
Because I've been trying to fly a heavy Australian flag around here, and it is not quite landing.
I think it's
I'll back you up. Australia's great.
Yeah, Chris at breakfast was talking about how we were talking shit about gout last night, and I was like, Chris, why would you? It's 9 a.m. You don't get Mitch fired up and angry as, and I was trying to tell Mitch that I was not talking shit about him. I said,
it seems like things are getting a little spicy over there without me to calm things down, to be a little bit of the glue. Seems like
we need your
we're all falling apart without you. Basically, it's not this. Yes. Yeah.
Max having GI distress. I've heard a lot.
Oh my God, Aisha. You would have absolutely loved the fart last night.
I would have. I really would have. I would have probably had to leave. I would have had to go home. I would have been laughing so hard. I was laughing out loud so hard.
It was a movie sound effect fart. It was. You couldn't have imagined something cleaner and more crisp. in noise.
Genuinely, like one of the most impressive farts I've ever heard, and not because it was everything. It had everything you want.
Great length
in a fart.
Yeah.
One of the
Duration.
longer. You don't even hear farts that long.
Yeah.
Like truly 5+ seconds of different like variations in
oh yeah,
in
we're pitch. We're
Yeah,
like going
pitch
up,
was
we're going
moving
down.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was like a Mariah Carey, Ariana Grande riff
Just
of
a
a
falsetto
fart.
on there. Yeah.
Started out in like baritone,
Wow.
ended up getting to the high notes.
And the other thing about it was genuinely startling. Like you were like mid conversation and it was unavoidable. It was like deep in the chat and it was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
It was one of those
Can we
things
check on Mac
you
there?
couldn't just roll through it. You couldn't have we tried. It was one of those things where Mitch like looks, he's the closest to the bathroom, and looks over his shoulder, like in like startled. It was startling.
It was startling.
But it wasn't, it was startling because of how long it was going. So it kept farting. The fart kept going.
It was quickly shifted from like surprise to impression.
It was like at some point we were like, wow, are you guys hearing this?
Like, wow, he's still going in there.
He's still going, and it's getting stronger.
A figment of my imagination.
It's picking up steam.
The fart was picking up steam.
Kicking.
Yeah, no, it was like a Niels Laros Diamond League final fart. It was kicking. It was getting stronger and stronger. Super impressive.
Oh, yeah.
Also, just because Mac is so buttoned up, like he's like kind of reserved and he has great hygiene. You know, he's a pretty healthy guy.
Yeah.
I was not like, if I had to choose someone who's going to rip a fart in the middle of
Who would
a podcast,
you pick?
it's not going to be Mac. Like he's going to be like, oh, well, sorry. I'd probably pick Eric.
That's funny because I would literally never fart
either, but like, yeah.
I would think that for some reason I don't fart. I wouldn't fart around you guys.
You've never done it.
I know I do fart, but I wouldn't fart around you guys.
No, I'm saying you've never farted around us.
Yeah, no, I don't. I think that for some reason, I think that's embarrassing. I would be embarrassed and very shy to fart around you guys.
It would probably be me. Like it would probably be like an accident, and then I would just be.
It would be you before me. I'll tell you that. Yeah.
Oh, that is good stuff.
Yeah,
seriously, this is
really
a highlight. Like my day, I had some like really big highlights. The men's 1500, the Rye Dick measuring contest, Max Fart, and Fred Kerley enhanced game. So like my
Aisha,
my shining star.
I have to say, you were right. Because you had said that we talked about this on the pod a few months ago, I'm pretty sure, talking about the enhanced games, and you thought that some of the clean, actually, we don't know if you know, we can't, but you thought that we would see some of these big stars doing it, maybe. And I was like, there's no way we're going to see these guys do the enhanced games. Like nobody who is seriously on the top level is going to do this stuff. And sure enough, Fred Kerley.
We got Fred.
Yeah,
stepped up.
Chris is telling us that we've got some. Their calls about it. So maybe we'll
take a call?
We'll take a call, talk about the Fred Kerley and enhanced game situation, and we can roll from there.
Great. It looks like it's a two-parter. Sorry.
What's up, Eric and Aisha? This is Sean. I'm calling. Again, I asked a question about the enhanced games before, and I don't know if you saw, but Fred Kerley, he must be listening because he's locked in for the enhanced games now, apparently. So yeah, I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts on that. Again, he doesn't have to dope, but yeah, that's super interesting to me. And also, the side note, please don't cover the race walk because it is boring.
What a drive-by.
That was so.
That is so
That
unnecessary.
was so
Crazy.
good. That was so unnecessary.
It's like the strangest pivot ever. He's like, wow, I can't believe this guy's taking drugs. If I see you at that race walk as well, I'll be pissed.
Please. It was like the concern in his voice, like, please don't. I thought he was going to say, please
Please
don't cover
don't.
the enhanced games.
That would have been a natural.
Yeah,
fit.
Please don't cover the enhanced games. And he
Race
goes, no,
walk just
please
like
don't cover the race walk.
phrase.
He's like, but go to the enhanced
Yeah.
games.
Oh, he's like, I hope
He's
there's
like,
a
I really
strong,
hope you're there. Yeah.
hope there's a strong CITIUS presence at the enhanced games. But please,
Okay, here's another one.
I said at 20K.
Hey guys, Max and Maine calling. Man, I just saw. Oh my God, Fred Kerley is going to be in the enhanced games. Oh boy, lots to unpack there. My first question is: do you think that he has doped to this point? I'm thinking about the race walk right now, by the way. Do you think he has doped to this point, and that's why he had the whereabouts failures, or all the reasons he's not competing? Secondly, if he hasn't, or if he has, I suppose, do you think he will dope? And third, do you think that he?
Oh, what a cliff! What a cliffhanger!
Yeah, that was Cliff. I was like third.
Like, what's his third point?
Yeah, we'll get Aisha back in there.
The race walking drive.
I can't. So that was two different guys.
And that's not the same guy.
Absolutely firing in about the race walk. There's something. No, but what's also good
as well
is that there is something about the enhanced games that makes people think about race walking.
Do you think it's the documentary that Chris went through? They're
like,
they've kind of tied them with the Italian guy.
Yeah, the doping and
they've
the
tied
race
them
walk.
in together.
Now that people are thinking everybody
like
who's
doping.
race walking is just doped out of their skull.
Imagine the next announcement is like, coming out of retirement,
Yeah.
he's the Italian race walker. He will be at the enhanced.
No, it's like Evan Dunphy declares for the enhanced games along with Fred Kerley.
So my question, I guess I'll wait for Aisha, but I was under the opinion, don't you have, so the guy was.
No, you don't need to dope to do the enhanced games.
But you have to take.
You don't have to take anything.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you had to like a certain level. That was like trying to see. I thought the whole point was that like you take it to see what you can do.
I kind of agree with you in that I almost think you have to be doping to do like.
But I thought that's the point.
It shouldn't be legal to do the enhanced games clean.
I can't believe I'm saying this.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
Yeah,
because I thought, but what's the point of the enhanced games if you're not
exactly?
Okay, cool.
Exactly.
We're on the same page there.
I remember seeing I think it was a swimmer. You're back.
Oh, James Magnus.
Was he Australian?
Yeah, the missile.
Hi.
Yeah.
We're talking about how we don't think you should be able to do the enhanced games clean. You should take a drug test to prove you're doping
for
the enhanced games. Like if your test comes back, clean, you're automatically
you're
out
out
of the competition.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
And the Australian swimmer who is doing the enhanced games, and he was talking about his stack, and he was pretending like all he was doing was a few gentle peptides. And I was like, buddy, the cat's out of the bag.
Dude.
You're doing the enhanced games. Why are you still trying to be the cleanest one in the enhanced games?
Have you seen him?
Yeah,
That's
he
so
put on
stupid.
like
he's got like bat wings.
he
back
put on
there.
30 pounds. He put on like 30 pounds, and he's acting like he's like, oh yeah, I'm just taking BPC 157. It helps with my recovery. And it's like, dude, you should be doing.
Yeah.
I'm like, who? Go full Lance Armstrong. Let's get everything under the sun. Let's get. Well, what's the point?
I agree. I completely agree. I thought that was I thought that was the whole point. You have to like the point is how fast can we get everybody competing? Doping. How much is this doping actually going to help you improve world records and do it? I didn't know that you could compete in. What's the point of being clean?
Yeah.
Well, now it really doesn't make sense because WADA says you can't compete. Like if any athlete signs up for the enhanced games, you essentially forego your eligibility in
forever.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there is now like an enhanced games filed an antitrust suit about this to say like against WADA to say like you can't do that. Like that's not like that's
all
not
sport. So
thing to do.
Track as well.
Fred does this, he can't compete.
Right.
That's
the current. That's currently
Wow.
the rule, but they filed a suit. So we'll see. I'm sure it'll be litigated. We'll find out what happens. But yeah, as of right now, that's what they say.
We got
It's
Chris.
also interesting.
I was waiting for last
Chris.
night. Just that, like, I saw the announcement, and then I thought that the next move was going to be like an instant, like, AIU tweet press release. It's like bans Fred Kerley, but nothing's come down yet. But in swimming, it was like as soon as you sign with enhanced games, like you're going to get suspended, because like part of the enhanced games is like it's a regimented like doping protocol. So like it's very much like, they have doctors.
They put you on it. They assign it.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's like doctors you're working with, and
I agree with that.
And they're showing you like, hey, this is like the perfect, drugs cocktail for you, without it being like anything like dangerous. So I guess like they're doping within it. Like, all doping is dangerous, of course, but
they're doping.
It's like if you just told people like you can go and load yourself up with EPO, someone is going to die. But like,
and that's what it should be.
Oh dear
Look at
God.
the missile.
That's just BPC 157.
Yeah.
Look at him.
He's clean. He's just on
It's
just helps with his tendons and his muscle recovery.
It's like somebody put like a hose in his mouth and just pumped him up. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is
the old missile.
Hysterical.
I'll respect the missile though, because in Australian media he came out and they were like, "Why would you do this, James? Like, what do you have to prove?" And he was like, $1 million.
Yes,
he just said, "Mate, this is straight up. I
what,
didn't make enough for my career. Like the sponsors didn't give me enough. I'm done. I'm not gonna obviously compete again. So if someone throws me $1 million to try and do this, and it's meant to be under safe protocols and all this stuff, I'm doing it." And media absolutely blasted him. But to be honest with you, I kind of get it. I actually understand it from his perspective.
I totally $1 million.
$1 million US
talks.
Yeah, $1 million US.
And we can sit here and be like, no, like it doesn't make. I don't think it makes as much sense for Fred Kerley to do it, because he's not. If this was in a few years, Fred's retired and they throw, because I don't know how much money they threw at Fred.
It would be considerable,
but it's a lot. I just think it's an interesting time in his career to do it. But look, exactly what you're saying, that this sports is a very short career. You're not making basketball or baseball money where it's generational wealth. You're going to need a job after you retire, and $1 million is $1 million.
Yeah.
And I mean, what I don't agree with is I think that you should be able to control your own doping You should control your own doping protocol. Everybody should not be on the same doctor protocol. You should be able. It should be do your own research.
Yeah, because then they could be like match fixing with the dope.
Exactly. I'm like,
I
want to control. Here I am in the enhanced games. I'm doing whatever the fuck I want. Okay? Here a doctor is going to be like, "No, this is the safe amount to do." I'm like, "You think I'm here for safety? I'm skydiving." Okay? I'll choose when I pull the chute. God. He's like, "No, this is the proper amount of EPO to take." I'm like, "I'll tell you what's the proper amount. More. Okay? I want my blood I want it so thick it's like a slushy. I want to be doing whatever I want. I'm not here for safety. But yeah, it's
I mean, I hate it. I hate the whole premise of it. I think it's also stupid. And I'd rather people if people have good ideas and they want to elevate sport, just do it through better channels. But I understand what you're saying of if you're
will you watch it?
If you're no, I won't. No. Just out of principle. I'll get the feed. I'll just check the results or something, or someone can text me. But just out of principle, I will not tune in.
What's interesting, it's so assuming it's going to be is it going to be broadcasted? Is it people going to be commentating?
I would think so.
I'm like,
Eric's like,
anyone want my number?
put me in,
I'm like, I'd
coach.
love to be some on-site journalism.
Yeah.
For the enhanced games.
I am available.
I'm available.
Available.
Because it'd be
Hell, Eric might be competing the way he's looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did like you're seeing like the swimmers graphic. Mac and Chris made one for me, and I was feeling all gassed
Can we
up.
see
I'm
it?
like, you
Pure milk.
but I'm just thinking about like the broadcast. Are they going to be talking about the drugs that these guys are like? The commentators are like, and towing the line is Fred Kerley. He claims he's clean. A doctor says he's on 100 milligrams of test and HGH and this and that. And the other guy's like, that's a good stack. That's impressive numbers right there. Ridiculous. I didn't know that Fred wouldn't be allowed to, or anybody who competed is now foregoes their eligibility to.
So Aisha, that's even if you just sign up, right? That's not even if you're on the regime. That's if you are entered to race and compete in the event, you get banned.
That's my understanding, is that you just can't do it.
Yeah, and I guess like the thing
Am
is,
I
it's
right,
like,
Chris?
yeah, the AIU just right now Fred's announced for this thing, like he's serving a provisional suspension for the whereabouts stuff, but like they don't know for certain if like he's had that first dosage of syringe or whatever it is like he's going to take for this thing, so you can't actually ban him until I guess like he actually until he fails a test as part of this whole thing, or there is actual evidence, I would say, that he's doping. But there's a very clear sign that like he's committing to doping for this feat.
I saw on his Instagram when he announced it, if you look in the comments, someone said something and I think he responded saying, I'll see you in 2028. So Fred clearly hasn't caught the memo, possibly, that if he signs up for this, he will.
No, I mean, like, this is an
he will not be
easy
competing.
lifetime. It could be 4 to 8 years probably, because like they'll test him once, you get 4 years for that. And then after that, like you test him, soon after that.
I don't think he knows that it's an automatic.
Yeah. Just based on even that premise, if it is 8 years, that's still beyond 2028.
Oh yeah. Death
Like,
sentence, yeah.
Yeah. And how old?
I don't
how
really
old is
think
Fred
that.
now?
Yeah, I don't really think Fred is thinking in the long term here. If I had to guess, I think this
He's
is
paper chasing.
He did say
he's paper
his post is
chasing.
the
Things are
Joker's
not looking
money.
great right now. He's just cashing out, and that's what you have to reconcile. And I'm sure people close to Fred are like, man, this really sucks. Like, if I were Fred's agent, I would be pretty upset that
I don't think
you truly didn't do anything wrong with your whereabouts failures, then like this sucks.
he's now that
That's the big thing now, isn't it?
he's not going to do it. He won't do it.
Yeah,
I don't think if he knows. I don't think he knows that you'll be banned for 4 years.
Well, I think the hard thing becomes, to Aisha's point now, the whereabouts is sometimes something that you can be like, oh, maybe someone's a bit aloof, or, it rarely is that case. But I suppose given Fred's nature, you could probably, if you were going to think of someone who might just not declare where they are, it would be Fred. But then when you sign up for something like this, off the back of that, it's like, okay, this
doesn't look good.
It paints a little bit of a different narrative, which I love. I love Fred. I think everybody loves Fred. I think he's one of my favorite personalities. But when those two are not far apart, it's like, oh, that's it. Look at this guy.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Eric, the glow up.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't pass the test.
What is that? Why do you pull that face when you're running?
I mean, why did I pull that face?
Look at them, both of them.
God dang, that's a 520 miler to the right on the right.
It's so good.
But yeah, I don't think Fred will end up doing it.
If that's the ban that he faces, then
if that's the ban that he faces, I just don't think he ends up competing. You think Chris is saying he will do it, and he's just done.
Yeah, at this point, like he's committed to this thing. He's done.
I mean, how committed is he? Like, there's been a couple Instagram posts. He's not like, is he committed? Like,
did he sign the dotted line? Like,
did he sign a dotted line? Did he start doping? Is he banned already? how committed is he? I just don't think.
Is that the question though? Is that the word? Like
Fred's a wild card. It's like I'm sure that things change. Like I just
this
don't.
thing has we've gotten into just sort of all of the financial troubles that like Grand Slam track has been facing. This thing is backed by some pretty big money. Peter Thiel and like all these other
Thiel's behind the enhanced games.
Yes.
Fucking piece of shit.
Yes. So like that's the thing. It's like we've learned
Peter Thiel is behind the enhanced games.
Yeah.
There's some big money.
What is going on?
Yeah. So I mean there's we know Fred is one of those athletes clearly motivated by money. And so I think like he's going to take a big appearance. You signed on this for an appearance fee.
Palantir is behind the enhanced games.
The bonus for the world record is $1 million.
Yeah.
Like, and then it's 500,000, I think, just to win the enhanced games.
Should be more if fucking Peter Thiel and Palantir is behind it. I'm like, they're throwing peanuts at these guys. Pay them more.
Well, I wonder what he's
fired up.
I wonder what his sign on was.
He's really fired up.
What the? It's like Fred's like Fred's now on the board of Palantir. Okay, he's like, I don't give a shit about retiring. I'm into crazy shit right now. God, this took a turn.
This really took a turn.
Maybe it's a big brain move.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, they're not gonna. The world record, it's not going down in the enhanced games.
No,
it's
right. And so this is something to think about: is what if he doesn't run faster?
He probably won't.
Ran.
He's not gonna be training his ass
So
off.
like, what does that say? Yeah. You don't think?
You're not going to be hungry for, to maybe, who's he going to be running against?
Well, that was my question. Who else is in it?
Well,
like a Greyhound?
He's the first person to sign on for.
But I just don't see you're going to.
The first American, the first track athlete. We don't know. We don't know who you're going to see. But if it's a time incentivized bonus, like you would think if he wants $1 million, like he's going to probably have to train. Right?
He'll absolutely have to train. You don't just take drugs and not train your way to records of any sort, let alone the world record in the 100. And I guess I don't know if this is like the floodgates are open and other athletes will see Fred doing it and they're like, okay, well, Fred's done it and now I'll do it. And now it's like,
maybe it's just like all the people that are currently banned.
I got fucking Antichrist Peter Thiel in there, and Peter Thiel's like, "Hey, did you see Fred's in there?" I'm like, okay. So maybe this will open it up to the others to compete.
So if you're currently WADA banned from like competing in the IAAF, can you do the enhanced games? Yeah, okay. So anyone serving like a 4-year ban can be in the enhanced games.
Yeah, no, I think.
Well, I
think so far in the 5K, it's Mohammed Katir and Parvez Khan, and
women's marathon could be sick.
Ruth Chepingetich, Ruth Chepingetich is like, let's,
Let me rip a 205 now.
Yeah.
The other
There's your floodgates.
Yeah, because it's like it really like you have to give up on pleading your innocence. Like so many of these people,
right?
Say
reputationally,
like,
you're done.
Exactly.
Yeah, you kind
of like Isam Asinga is a good case here, where like he was this high school sensation, broke 10, and is banned, I believe, 4 years, and he appealed and all that stuff. Everything got shot down. He's the one who blamed it on like Gatorade shoes. Yeah, and so it's like,
didn't they?
But is that what he blamed it on?
Did they find something in Gatorade shoes? They actually found
in like the one container that he had like
not even Gatorade shoes are safe.
And the thing was,
did he test positive for?
It was GW. It was that like GW, then like all that series of numbers, like
CPO and Gatorade.
That's why I was like, why is one container of Gatorade shoes? Sorry.
Yeah.
So like with him, it's like he's banned for 4 years. He was supposed to run at Texas A&M in college, and he's appealed, pleaded his innocence, and all that stuff. He's lost every single time. So do you serve the time? And since you're so young, you do have a chance of coming back. Or while you are banned, now I guess like you have the chance to, well, this would be just sort of like, you know what, I guess I got to lean into this image that people have of me as a convicted doper and go all in and try and take this money. And yeah, I mean, it all depends on where you stand about like your own sort of.
There's a lot of things that come in because it's not. It's where do you stand on if like I believe I'm a serious athlete and I want to prove myself and compete, but then all of a sudden you got Peter Thiel coming in with a lot of money because also for this guy, and if he actually got busted for Gatorade shoes, that is fucking heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But because he's not going to sign now that he's been convicted of doping, you're not going to sign the same type of contract that you would have if you hadn't. And so he might not be making a lot of money. And then somebody comes in and says, hey, here's a lot of money to do this. Let's say the enhanced games sticks around. People watch it and they're like, I like the formula. This is fun.
So
you're gonna have some questions. You're gonna have choices you shouldn't have. Like it is ridiculous that the enhanced games is taking off. I can't believe Fred Kerley is competing in the enhanced games.
Fred Kerley.
But it's holy shit.
Yeah. So I just saw this article on Sports Illustrated's website where like I guess this probably was like a PR person for the enhanced games, pitching the story, and so they have a couple more details. Fred's contract with the enhanced games is multi-year.
Multi-year.
Yeah.
So how many is it a yearly event? They're planning on it being a yearly thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's insane.
Grand Slam is trying to come back and they have to compete with the enhanced games.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
It's just really
it's a tough one, isn't it? Because to your point, if you are an athlete that is serving this long-term ban and it's fatigue and you're so fatigued trying to fight it and you're not making any money and all your sponsors are going, all that sort of stuff, you dangle that carrot. And maybe you're someone who might not have won a world title or an Olympic gold or whatever it may be, but you were good and you had a pro contract, you would be hard not to be tempted rather than the fatigue of trying to clear your name so often and so many times. Like, I think it's wrong. I think it's absolutely wrong. But I can imagine an athlete's psyche when they're kind of at that low point and tired point of trying to fight is they're kind of picking off the vulnerable at this point. It kind of feels like in that regard.
And the other thing with Fred
it
is
feels
that
a bit
like
predatory, doesn't it?
Yeah. The other thing with Fred is like, I mean, yes, we're talking about like missing the next Olympics. Dude's already been to 2 and come away with 2 medals. It's like, it doesn't really matter. Like if you make, and also the realizations, like you're not getting any younger and there's all these other younger 100-meter stars. Like there's a high school kid in the US final this year. Like that kid might be good, 4 years from now. And so, yeah, I mean, I think Fred is a realist in the sense of knows that his shelf life at the top of the 100-meter sprints is kind of on the other side of things now. And it's like, this is a cool little experiment. It's risky. It's, so then they asked, this apparently has more quotes from Fred. And so they asked him what it was about. And it all comes down to money. He says, I've always done right by the sport, but I needed to do right by my family too. So yeah, I don't know. Like,
I mean, like anybody,
like valid when you,
everybody has a number.
Yeah. Like
everybody has a number to dope.
Well, I mean, I'm saying everybody, no.
Yeah, I just want to make that clear. Yeah.
No, there's
I'm
no.
saying, you go to every. Now I'm saying like every sprinter could be every athlete. It's like if you were to say, hey, here's $50 million to come over and do the enhanced games. Everybody's gonna be like, I don't want that money.
Yeah,
it is predatory.
But I do think that it's predatory. It's definitely predatory. And I think that maybe this is self-serving for us sitting in the sport to think that most people in our sport are really good people. This is not a money game for
She was about to get rolling.
That was about to be a good speech.
She's probably Aisha's probably like, I'm over here. I'm like, everyone can be bought, everyone, and she's like,
Eric.
She's like, Eric, stop.
Not everyone
You're
can be bought.
setting sexual
Everyone's got a
precedent.
deeper moral, but it's like it is tough. Like if you are one of those athletes, millions of dollars is millions of dollars.
Like other sports.
Like when do you ever get that money in athletics? Unless you're literally like Faith or Elliot, and even then, like that, when are they getting dangled millions in one hit?
Yeah, they're not.
You can understand the psyche of an athlete being like, well, and
of course,
someone like Fred, Chris, to your point, who's done so much. I guess that battle for Fred might have just become like, do I think I'm going to win? Can I win again? Can I win the gold? Can I go to another Olympics, do the cycle and win the gold? Well, at the state that sprinting's going through at the moment, probably not. The odds are against me. I've got this issue currently where with my whereabouts, I'm a bit disillusioned with the sport. I'm a bit disillusioned with everybody thinking one thing of me. I love cash. I'm on the record saying that I love cash. There's a shitload of it waiting for me on the other side of this. I'm taking it.
It seems like the enhanced games people probably saw it's because okay, Fred he doesn't test,
window.
right? But he's now banned. Easy. Let's get him, right? He can't compete for the next few years.
Yeah.
This is it makes we throw some money at him, and that's that. I would love to know if the number. I'm sure.
Yeah,
I guess
I'd love to see the figure.
I'd love to see the figure. It sucks for when an athlete as accomplished as Fred. It's just like you think about like your legacy and you think about how you're going to be remembered in the sport.
Yeah.
And he's a multiple time Olympic medalist. And but now people are just going to be thinking, let's say, he goes through with this. He's going to be thought of as
just a dope, like,
I mean,
it's not a dope, but
it's not like not a doper.
It'll just be tainted. It'll be tainted.
Absolutely.
It feels tainted.
You're back.
Sorry, you're about to hum.
I'm back.
Yeah, you're about to.
Oh my gosh,
you're about to really
I was just
go
festering.
in. So
I was
continue.
really just festering. Yeah, my whole gripe with this is money everything? Like, do you not have a responsibility to the sport that you love? We are not getting paid basketball money. We are not getting paid NFL money. We are not the stars of the universe. Like, this is largely a passion for most people. You're lucky if you can put food on your table and buy a house one day. Like, that is not the majority of people in the sport. So, like, what's really the point here? And I feel very frustrated by this decision because it feels so short-sighted. You live in a country of wealth and privilege and possibility. You have other options. If you test positive for drugs or you get a whereabouts violation or things or whatever, like, you can do something else with your life. Like, there are other choices. You don't have to sell yourself. You don't have to sell your soul to the enhanced games. I just, the whole premise of the enhanced games to me is it's just greed. And I think it's gross. It's completely not for me. And I don't see any case in which it makes sense to do the enhanced games. To get a new career, change your life, do something else. The possibilities are endless, and this money grab, to me, I'm not about it. I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's easy. It's just like, oh, get a new career. Like, you can do anything you want, but it's like, okay, that's easier said than done. You did it. Maybe it's harder for guys like Fred, Kerley, or other people. And now here's an insane amount of money that it immediately changes my life. And we love this sport. But what Fred right now, he's banned, and he's like, fuck the sport. Like, I don't give a, like, okay, yeah, we want to save this. We love the sport. You want people to think of you in good light when it comes to this sport and have a good legacy to be remembered by. But somebody else like Fred is like, they just banned me. I haven't like he maybe doesn't think he's done anything wrong. He's like, fuck you guys. I'll do whatever I want. I got so much money right now offered to me. You guys kind of turned your back on me and said when I felt like you guys. He's clearly going through a lot with the arrests, with the Grand Slam fight in the hotel, and now the band. And I'm sure he's getting trashed online by other people before this. And now somebody comes in and says, here's something that will help you out and it will help your family out. And he's like, I need this money. I'm not competing anymore. And I think it's just easy. Yes, I would not be competing in the enhanced games.
Yeah.
But it's easier for me to say that when I think it's just harder for me it's harder for us to put ourselves in Fred's shoes. And even though I think it's wrong, we just don't know everything going on in the guy's life.
Yeah, I would never do it myself, of course. But, and to your point, maybe now Fred can just be away from the noise of global athletics in terms of all the things that he has had to deal with. And yeah, he's always been a different guy. Like he's always moved in his own way. So if you were to ask me, if you were to survey me on like, who would you expect maybe to take an offer if it were to be put in front of them? As shocking as it was to see that it had happened, I wasn't fully caught left of field being like, oh, Fred of all people. Like I can see that from Fred and I can understand that. But I think it's I totally understand your point, Aisha, because you're right. The sport is deeply rooted in like passion and love and respect for the sport. I guess now in the modern day, when you look at other professional sports and how much money they're getting, it's easy to understand why people's heads turn because they're like, I want to cut of that. I see what these guys are doing. I see how much, like the nice houses, the cars, the family, generational wealth. They're not struggling. They're not doing that. So I do think that the enhanced games is literally just working off like you're getting shit. Let me give you everything that you could possibly want. And then that's how they're turning heads. And that's wrong in a lot of ways ethically, but I won't begrudge certain people if they take the opportunity.
I'll say that it's unfortunate that someone as successful as Fred is being lured into an entity like this for something that's around, we're guessing, $1 million.
Yeah.
For someone that's been at the top and has won medals,
at the top,
has had contracts in the premier event, is just a year later saying like, oh yeah, like a light 7 figures is going to get me.
That's
when the sport is worth billions of dollars every 4 years. Like we know that this isn't like curling or something, like, or darts or, whatever, like the sport is actually worth billions of dollars every 4 years. So we know that there is value in it. So I think my take is like, damn, that sucks that someone that good for that long can is led down that can at least make that decision.
That's a great point. It's a glaring indictment on the fact that athletes are severely underpaid in athletics in that way. Because to your point, Mac, $1 million is a lot of money. Is a lot of money, but in the grand scheme of it,
Aisha's politely raising her hand.
Fire.
Yeah, I think it's an indictment of poor choices. I think it's I have if anybody who's listened to our pod, I have a lot of empathy and I have a lot of understanding that not everyone has the same circumstance, the same resources, the same network of folks that are willing to help people when you make mistakes, or if you are from a circumstance that isn't as well supported to have success. Like I have a lot of sympathy for that. I have a lot of empathy for that. But this to me is an indictment that a lot of shit has gone wrong for Fred, because Fred should have millions of dollars. If we think about what, the rumors that we hear of contracts of the best 100-meter sprinters in the world, this shouldn't be actually that big of a carrot. This is an indictment that a lot of stuff has gone wrong. And I am a firm believer, if you have 3 whereabouts failures, that is your fault. Like
it is your fault. Absolutely.
100%. Yeah.
It's your fault. And so, okay, that's a mistake. You had a physical altercation in a hotel, that's a mistake. Like, this is like, to me, this is strike 3. Like, you can make mistakes. You can come back from mistakes. You can always redeem yourself. You can always, change and become a better person. But to me, this is strike 3, and that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Well said.
Fred's had a crazy year, 2 years. It seems like he just, in his personal life, he's just having a tough, not in his like, from what we know.
Yeah.
He's had a lot. He just can't get out of his own way. It seems like whereabouts failure is your fault. Right. And it is your job. You know the game, you know the rules, when you have one whereabout failure that you go, okay, I have 2 more that I'm able to, if I do 2 more, I am banned. And you're on your second whereabouts failure, right? And you go, okay, now I need to and this is like giving you the benefit of the doubt, saying that you're a clean athlete and it really is just, not doing your whereabouts and updating it, like being very diligent on it. So when you're on that second, you've got 1 more and you're fucked. So you've got to be on it. So yes, it 100% is on Fred, like all these incidents that we've heard about. And so we don't even know the incidents that are happening behind closed doors. Yeah, we hammered the we hammered the shit out of it.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the thing is, we're not done. We'll keep talking about this
for a
in the
long
future,
time. Yeah.
because especially if this is they're giving Fred a multi-year contract, this is a thing that sticks around. It's like a live golf PGA thing. Let's say they poach a lot of people, then the track's gonna be like, okay, look, we're gonna need to figure out how to not let this happen. How do we get these guys to stick around? Because we do not want this problem to keep happening. We don't want to keep losing guys. So this isn't the last time.
I saw Happy Gilmore
we'll end
too.
it here, but we're not gonna. Doesn't sound like we're done with the enhanced games conversation.
No, and we're not done. And I think that we should end on one voicemail.
Hey, real quick, we're back. This is really important. I'm listening to the episode with Mac and Chris and Eric, Aisha, Grumpy Morning. Anyway, Mac Fleet, I love you, but sweetie, shut up. Please shut up. It's a terrible take to say, quote, quote, I want to be conscious of everybody's time. No, buddy. Let Eric riff off and Aisha riff off for 2+ hours. It could be 3 hours. I don't care. It's a great product, as Chris said. And sometimes, as Eric said, I get through that first hour where they're building up, then they're riding the high for the last hour, 15 minutes. It's great. Sometimes I can't finish it all, and I come back. I'm like, you know what? We're gonna fire this bad boy back up. Yeah, let that shit ride. So, all right, later.
That should be the motto of your pod. Let that shit ride.
Well, it's fun.
The Rail Riders.
Yeah, the Rail Riders. He's a rider. He's a rider.
Well,
the funny thing is, I remember. So we were talking about this, and it's Mac thinking that maybe we don't want to do this for 2+ hours. And he's like, look, it doesn't need to be 2 hours. Like, if you guys don't, like, he's trying to look out for us. And I'm like, no, whenever it's like, hey, that's probably good for today. Like, trying to look out for our time. I'm like, no, this is what we like doing.
We do
you can't
like
get
it.
us to shut up.
You can't. You can't.
So, but first off, that guy was passionate.
Yeah.
He liked.
He came
We
out
love
of the
it.
gates.
Shout out to you. He came out the gates and he was like, first off, he called Mac Sweetie. Hey, Sweetie,
Shut up.
don't get in the way of us. Shout out
It's
to you.
perfect.
Shout out to the caller. Yeah.
That was the perfect.
We'll keep it long.
So good. But I do want to eat dinner tonight, so I probably will take Mac's advice tonight. And kind of call it there. The only thing I will call out, we've got the men's 8 to medal odds, and
yeah, good. Let's bring it back to your passion.
my passion. gold medal winner odds, since we've seen so many shakeups on the men's side, I think we take somebody crazy. I just want to alert the listeners that the odds for Donovan Brazier to win are plus 430. The odds of Max Bergen to win are plus 700, and the odds of Sajati to win plus 850, and Atatui plus 1300. Just want to alert the audience that that's how we're looking, and I do think we can make some plays here.
Yeah, well, we'll see how they look in the. I'm sure there'll be some movement after the semis tonight, depending on how they're looking on who's winning heats and things like that. So those are all good. Those are all. There could be some serious shakeups. Wignoni's not an absolute guarantee for that. Obviously, I like Donovan. Bergen. Everybody seems pretty bullish on Bergen. He's looked good. And yeah, I mean, Sajati at plus 850. Maybe, you win a few of those and you don't need to go to the enhanced games.
Well,
so
yeah, Fred, you can
yeah. It's like
just
Fred,
make some bets, man.
Degenerate sports gambler.
I'm like, if you put down a parlay of Jake Whiteman and George Beamish, you'd have that Palantir money all on your own. So
see, this is where you need to bet. You need to take a big risk in the semis and find someone at odds here, because once they make the final, you got your guy. This is where you got to lock in, because once they're in that final, those odds are coming automatically down. So this is happy hunting grounds here, people. This is where you go find your big whale. Go get them.
I'm liking that Atatui bet. I'm liking it. Well, this has been lovely. I hope to see you tomorrow.
Yeah, fun conversation. Yeah, you're just gonna go. Emma Coburn is like listening in the background, and she's like, "What the fuck were you guys talking about?"
Yeah,
you're like, "Oh no, I just had to battle Eric, who was like making a pretty. He was for some reason pushing the enhanced games pretty heavy. It seems like
yeah." Yeah, no, I had to go on a monologue and make sure to get this guy in check.
Okay, sweetie. Well, great.
Okay,
great
I
talk.
love you.
All right, bye. Love you.